The Prime Initiative.
Cause and effect, cause and effect. During these horrible times, there's certain people that obviously will run away from particular situations or cover up certain things. That is known to happen with particular people in leadership. It all starts with leadership, right? Weak and poor leadership has a devastating impact on those that are serving those particular leaders. Not only that, the populace also suffers. But apropos to this particular situation, we have certain men and women that would run towards that danger, that would obviously go in to particular areas just like that of Eaton and handle business. Just like the firefighters of Los Angeles County and police personnel and Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Deputies are working tirelessly to make sure everyone's okay, keep the looters at bay, make some arrests, and obviously help out the people of Los Angeles. Right now, as we speak, the deputies are at a particular position where they are working what they call 12-12s. And this is so common in particular disastrous times and emergency situations. Normally, you will work 12 days on 12-hour shifts. So let's put things into perspective, okay? You're going to go in from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. if you're lucky. Now imagine going into this particular situation as a firefighter or a deputy. You're in there and you're dealing with all of this nonsense for 12 hours a day, every day. Not to mention the overtime that they have to put in, because they have to put in overtime as well. Say goodbye to your families. Say goodbye to your free time. It's all about handling business, right? Did they sign up for this? Yes, of course. Of course. We're not going to get into that conversation. And certain deputies and certain firefighters will do it gladly to help out the people of Los Angeles. But what about their mental health? What about them? Who's in charge of this particular areas? Who are their leaders? Well, unfortunately, they're still dealing with weak leadership. The deputies at the Eaton area, Altadena, are having weak leadership, that of the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. Let's take a look at this before we dive into that, give you some clarity as to what's going on.
Well, the deadly Eaton fire continues to spread in the San Gabriel Valley, scorching more than 14,000 acres and threatening even more lives.
This morning, it's 15% contained as firefighters prepare for more strong winds expected soon. KTLA's Aaron Myers is live from Pasadena with the very latest. Aaron, the thing with the Eaton fire is there's a lot of tragedy there. Lives were lost, and the death toll in these fires has now risen to 6.
As you can tell, National Guard has been called in. We have city police there, and I'm pretty sure LASD is there as well, handling business.
Hi, you two. Good morning. Yeah, we know 11 people were killed here in the Eaton fire, 5 in the Palisades fire, and we know they're still looking for people that are missing. So a lot of tragedy in both of these fires. And in this area, we're at Woodbury and Lake, and we actually drove all around here. The National Guard and law enforcement, they have the evacuation zone blocked off again this morning. You can see several members of the California National Guard. They're also keeping people out of this area due to looting. I did speak with the Sheriff's Department earlier this morning. They said as of this morning, they did not have any updates on any overnight looting. They were working on getting me those details, but we do know several arrests had been made over the last couple of days. Now, as for the fire itself, the CHP told me there was a flare-up earlier this morning. We weren't able to see it, so things pretty calm right now, but as we've been talking about, those winds definitely a concern. Now, yesterday, there was minimal fire growth, so firefighters worked on constructing containment lines.
Horrible.
They also continued patrols patrols and responded to calls for service, removing trees and other hazards in the affected areas to make it safer for firefighters and the public to get around. They are still dealing with downed power lines, gas leaks, power outages, which is making it unsafe for residents to return to their homes. Currently, only law enforcement, firefighters, and utility crews are what we're seeing being allowed into this evacuation zone. Now, natural gas service was shut off to thousands yesterday here in Altadena, Pasadena, and Sierra Madre, and it could take weeks to be restored for many. Right now, though, there are more than 3,100 personnel on the Eaton fire with resources. They are from all over the state, all other states. We know they even come in internationally. Now, more than 7,000 structures have been damaged.
So there you go. Pretty devastating, isn't it? The poor people of that area, no homes, everything got burned down, all their shit's gone, pets dead. As you can tell, as the reporter stated, people have lost their lives. Who do people turn to? Situations like that. Well, you got the deputies there, you got the police officers there, National Guard, firefighters. But they all answer to somebody, right? Well, I'm here to tell you right now, they're being hammered as fuck. There's numerous first responders there that are being mistreated. They need assistance. And it all comes down to particular leadership. I got numerous reports this morning pertaining to the lack of spine and leadership that the deputies are dealing with right now at the Eaton fire. The command post there is actually being ran by a lieutenant who I've talked to about already. Lieutenant Mitten, your name just keeps on fucking coming up. Why is that? Why is it whenever there's some sort of bullshit going on, your name comes up all the time? Why is that? You and your goons always come up. Always come up. There is a Lieutenant Mitten. Your name keeps on coming up because you are incompetent. You are not relieving your deputies properly. You have zero leadership skills. Lieutenant Mitten, are you the same one? Answer me this, Mitten. Aren't you the same one that falsifies the military documents to go have a fuck fest in Mexico? What happened with that? What happened with that? You know what? I warned you guys. I told you guys. It's been a year now. Your time is coming. It's all a matter of time. You keep on mistreating certain people with your bitch ass leadership, and you parade around with a false sense of gravitas. Your time is coming. You can't hide it anymore. Everyone is aware of your weak ass leadership. There's people in the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department that need to go. Why is that? Populace is going to ask me, like they always do, why care so much about that? Why? Because your tax dollars paying for all this shit, right? The public is suffering. The public goes towards deputies, firefighters, police officers for assistance. Can they do it? Yes, they can, under the guidance of proper leadership, which at the moment, especially at this command post, they do not have it. It's time for you to go. Get somebody in there that's competent. Isn't that the name of the game as of late? Incompetent leadership. But yet you're still there. You're so quick, Mitten, to lie about certain things and throw people under the bus just to save your own ass. That rhetoric runs rampant in Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department. And who suffers? Your deputies do. The patrol deputies are suffering. The ones that are there at the front lines, literally in hell at the moment, dealing with it, they're suffering. All you weak leaders are coming. Your time is coming. I warned you guys. Told you guys, retire, leave, get somebody competent. Now the whole world knows. Ball's in your court, son. So what happens next? How can you remedy this? Well, deputies, you know you're watching. Call your ALADS. Call your ALADS rep. They're already aware of it. Call your union reps. They're aware of it. The immense amount of messages I'm receiving pertaining to this it's ludicrous. It's ludicrous. There's even civilians. Imagine that. The populace is hitting me up, letting me know about the weak leadership, how you're not handling a thing. I'm going to go ahead and put the number for ALADS here. Make sure you guys contact your reps. Let's just get this done.
The Prime Initiative.